Hello, welcome back to Kim Reads as we continue with Samantha's Surprise, Chapter 2, Presents in a Party Dress. Samantha went up to her bedroom, closed the door, and turned the big brass key to lock it. Then she pulled her chair into the closet and climbed up on it. From the top of her chair, she reached the big pink box on the highest shelf. She brought it down and set carefully in the bed. The hat box was Samantha's Christmas box. It held all the presents she was making. She unpacked them now, one by one. First, she lifted out of the satin pincushion she made for Jessie the seamstress. It was shaped like a strawberry and stuffed with a cup of sawdust from the butcher shop. Next, Samantha took a book out about a lost dog. It was for Nathaniel, Jessie's baby. Samantha had written it herself and stitched it together with red yarn. Samantha's gift was underneath the book. It was a heart made from lace and stuffed with dried rose petals. Samantha sniffed it. She knew Grandmary would put it with her handkerchiefs to make them smell pretty. Mrs. Hawkins' gift was a chain to attach to her glass so she'd never lose them again. And for Nellie, Samantha made a blue velvet cape for Lydia to wear. Samantha held the cape and thought how beautiful Lydia would look in it. At last, Samantha reached her favorite gift of all. It was for Uncle Gard. Uncle Gard's present wasn't finished yet, but already was more beautiful than anything Samantha had ever made. It was a box, a small box, just the right size for cufflinks. Samantha had decorated with pictures of animals, leaves, berries, fruit, and flowers from her collection of paper scraps. She had carefully cut out each piece of scrap, and she glued them one by one to the sides of the box. Now only the lid was left to decorate. Samantha sat on the floor with her pot of glue and her collection of scraps spread around her. Very, very carefully, she brushed the back of a purple pansy with glue and held it firmly on the box. After the glue had dried, she picked up one last picture, her favorite one. It was a heart with the words "with love" written on it. Carefully, Samantha placed it in the very center of the lid. It was perfect. She knew Uncle Gard would love his present the best of any he would get on Christmas morning. Just then, someone knocked on the door. "Miss Samantha!" "Just a minute, Jessie," Samantha called. Quickly, she stuffed her presents back in the hat box and pushed it under her bed. "Open the door, child." Samantha hid her scrap collection next to the hat box, scooted the chair out of her closet, and unlocked the door next to her bedroom door. Come along now and finish your Christmas dress. We just need to hem it," the seamstress said. Samantha followed her upstairs into a little sewing room. She could hardly wait to see the new party dress Jessie made. "Where is it?" Samantha asked, looking around the room. "Oh, you'll see it in good time," Jessie said, smiling slyly. "Now take off that dress. Close your eyes and raise your arms." Samantha did as she was told and felt something cool and crisp slide over her head. "Heavens!" Jessie gasped. "What's the matter?" Samantha asked, keeping her eyes closed. "Why, you've grown 2 inches since I measured you last. Miss Samantha, you shoot up faster than smoke in a chimney." "May I open my eyes now, Jessie?" "Not just yet. Let me fix them. That'll make a big difference." Samantha waited patiently with her eyes closed. "Jessie?" Jessie's mouth was full of pins. "Ida Dean is having a Christmas party in 2 weeks. Do you think I can wear this dress?" Jessie pulled the last pins out of her mouth. "I don't know, child. You'll have to ask your grandmother." "Jessie?" Samantha started up again. "Yes, Miss Samantha? I just love Christmas. I love everything about it. Even getting ready for Christmas is fun." "I'm sure it is," Jessie laughed. "I've made all the decorations for the house already," Samantha added. "I've got a paper snowflakes and cotton snowmen and things for the tree. And on Saturday morning, Nellie's coming to help me make pine cone wreaths." "Did you make the angels out of that blue silk I gave you?" Jessie asked. "I made 10 of them, just the way you showed me." "You have been working hard," Jessie said. "Now can I see myself, Jessie?" Samantha asked eagerly. "Yes, it's all done." Samantha opened her door and faced the long mirror. Slowly, she turned herself around. The red taffeta dress shimmered and made ever so soft swishing sound as Samantha moved it. It was the color of ripe cranberries. A snowy lacy collar circled the neck, and a crisp white sash wrapped around her hips and tied to a bow in front. Oh, Jessie, this is the most gorgeous dress in the whole world, Samantha pronounced solemnly. I agree with you there, Miss Samantha. It's a dress fine enough for a princess, if I do say so myself. Samantha heard someone sniff. Elsa, the maid, was standing next door scowling. Playing dress up at this hour, she sniffed. It's all very well to fuss with them frills, but not at tea time. Your grandmother told me to fetch you, and here you are not even properly dressed. Now, Elsa, Miss Samantha will be right down, Jessie answered. Fussing with frills at tea time, Elsa muttered to herself as she turned. Her shoes folded tisk, 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 as she walked down the hall. Jessie helped Samantha out of the new dress and back to her regular clothes. Samantha straightened her stockings and raced downstairs. Grandmary, she burst out. She remembered to make a curtsy. I have the most exciting news. How delightful, her silver-haired grandmother said as she lifted the teapot. Come, let's have our tea. Just as Samantha was sure she couldn't wait a moment longer, her grandmother asked, And what is your news, Samantha? My friend Ida Dean is having a Christmas party. It's a week from Thursday, and it's at night. Her brother will be doing magic tricks, and we're going to play games, and it will be the most wonderful party of all. May I go and wear my new Christmas dress? Grandmary took a sip of tea. Samantha, dear, you must ask only one question at a time. 2 questions at once are quite unbalancing. Now, as to the first question, of course you may go, my dear. And to the second question, yes, you may wear your new dress. You may grow so fast you might as well get all the wear you can make out of it. Thank you, Grandmary, Samantha said happily. I'll have the best time. And now I have a surprise for you, Grandmary announced. There was a long pause as Grandmary buttered a biscuit. She was not one to hurry surprises. Finally, she said, As you know, Samantha, your Uncle Gard will spend Christmas with us as he always has. But this year he is not coming alone. He's bringing Miss Cornelia Pitt with him. She will celebrate the holidays here in Mount Bedford and stay until the new year. Miss Cornelia Pitt? Grandma meant Cornelia. Samantha thought of Uncle Gar's ginger-haired friend who lived in New York. Cornelia was beautiful and so elegant. Her clothes were always the latest style, and she was always smelled of violets. Remember, Samantha, Grandmary continued, Cornelia is a special friend of your uncle's. We must make her feel welcome. Oh, of course I'll welcome her, Samantha said, and I'll make this the best Christmas she's ever had. That will be easy. I've already made the decorations and planned the gingerbread house. That's very good of you, Samantha, Grandmary said, but perhaps you have done enough for everybody. Everyone in the house will be very busy now, and it may be best if you stay out of the way. Samantha wondered why grown-ups always thought the most helpful thing she could do was nothing at all. Didn't they understand what still had to be done? Someone had to string the cranberries and hang snowflakes on the windows. Someone had to pick out just the right candy for the gingerbread house. Someone had to help Uncle Gard find the perfect Christmas tree. Samantha could always do all those things. And now that Cornelia was coming, she had more to do. She would have to get one more present, something very nice and very elegant for Cornelia. But what? What? It's hard to figure out gifts, Samantha found herself saying aloud. What's that? What is that you said, dear? Grandmary asked. I was just thinking, Grandmary, how hard it is to know what somebody might want for Christmas. I mean, most of the time you have to guess. Grandmary smiled. You're entirely correct, Samantha. Of course, sometimes a person might let you know what it may be appropriate. Yes, Grandmary, Samantha said, remembering her own secret wish for Christmas. She thought of what Ida says, and the words floated back to her. You should ask her anyway, they whispered. The worst she can say is no. Grandmary, Samantha said, clearing her throat. Yes, Samantha, her grandmother answered, not looking up as she poured tea. Grandmary, I want to ask if, yes, now Grandma seemed to stare, yes. Now Grandmary seemed to stare right through Samantha. Grandmary, I just wanted to ask you Samantha, dear, speak up. I can hardly hear you when you mumble. Grandmary, I want to tell you that. Come to the point, Samantha. That I think it's going to snow through the weekend. Samantha blurted out, red-faced and shy. Yes, dear, I quite agree with you. It was no use. Samantha knew she couldn't ask Grandmary for the doll. She didn't have the courage. And that's that's the end of that chapter. See you later.